Wonder Woman, which is a DCCU property, also with Warner Brothers. Now, the DCCU hasn't been very good lately, in my opinion. They've been dropping the ball. Like, they came out with Man of Steel, and I think Man of Steel is an okay movie. It's nothing fantastic or anything. Then they came out with Batman versus Superman, and with that, I feel like they rushed that completely. Like, what they should have done, instead, because everyone's saying the DCCU is trying to catch up with Marvel, and I feel that way too. And what they need to do, they should have done this: start off with Man of Steel, then do the Batman, then do Batman versus Superman, then do Wonder Woman, then do your Justice League movie. That's how I think they should have done it. Instead of being like, well, we need to hurry this up, so we're gonna come on Batman vs Superman and the movie. I didn't like Batman vs Superman. It's one of the worst movies I thought that came out last year. I didn't like that movie. I still watch it from time to time because I'm a huge Batman fan and I love Batman. And Batman vs Superman really broke my heart. It sucks so bad. Even the rated R edition is garbage. But yeah, they came out with that. It sucked. Then they came out with Suicide Squad, and I don't care for Suicide Squad either. It's the first time I saw Suicide Squad in theater, I fell asleep, and I watched it again with my girlfriend, and I did not care. I think I fell asleep again, actually. So the DCCU, their track record is horrible. There are some people out there who like those movies, which is good. They need that, but they really do need to like please the critics and please a majority of people, not just the fans. They need to can please like the general populating movie going audience as well to succeed and to eventually catch up to Marvel and have a universe, a shared universe that is beloved by both fan and non-fan individuals. And Wonder Woman, a lot of people are saying this could be that movie. Wonder Woman, everyone loved Wonder Woman and Batman vs Superman. I did as well. Her theme music is awesome. But I'm not really excited for Wonder Woman. I hope it's good. Keep my fingers crossed. I hope it's good. But I'm not really excited for it because, their track record, DCCU's track record, it's horrible. So I'm not really excited for this. I'm also worried about Justice League, but that's a whole other topic. Captain Underpants, the first epic movie. I'm not really excited for Captain Underpants, but the reason I'm mentioning this is because I grew up with Captain Underpants. When I was a kid, I don't remember how old I was or what grade. I was probably in junior high school, maybe even way before that. I was reading the Captain Underpants novels or the books, whatever you want to call them. And they were very interesting to me because I remember in junior high, I was creating comic books myself. It's just like basic notebook paper. You fold it up like comic book form, put lines in it, put numbers 1, 2, 3, all the way down to 30. Put little stick figures in there, have your scene play out and everything. And I created comic books off of movies, stuff that inspired me. And that's what Captain Underpants did for me. And I feel like Captain Underpants to me is such an important part of my childhood and development into the person I am today that I have to see this movie. Because how long have I been waiting for a Captain Underpants movie? Like, never. Like, I completely forgot that Captain Underpants existed until I saw the poster for Captain Underpants. And so, knowing that there's going to be a Captain Underpants movie, I want to check it out because I grew up with Captain Underpants. That's the only reason I'm like kind of excited about this. Mommy, starring Tom Cruise and some other people. And this movie's very iffy to me. I'm not actually entirely sure about this because, I'm a fan of Tom Cruise. Like, Tom Cruise's movie track record so far has been very, very good. Like, he came out with Edge of Tomorrow, which is a very good action movie. I love it. And then he has the Mission Impossible franchise with the last one, Rogue Nation, is good. One before that, Ghost Protocol, was good. So he's on a roll right now. And But him doing this is weird. Like I remember I saw the first trailer for this movie, and it took me a while to actually like it because at first I was like, this looks so stupid. Because then it just looked like when he wakes up in the morgue, it's like, oh, this is Edge of Tomorrow 2. And then it's like, oh, it's a Mission Impossible movie. To me, it's like three genres blended into one movie. It's like, Tom Cruise is your action hero, and you recognize him from Edge of Tomorrow and Mission Impossible. So this has that fusion in there. And then it also has like the Mommy Brendan Fraser adventure franchise blended in there as well. And it seems like that doesn't mesh well. So it's like you watch the trailer and the second trailer, and it's like, oh yeah, it's a mixture of horror, action, and adventure, and it's just like I don't know about this. And apparently, Universal Studios, who owns the rights to all of these monsters like Mommy, Frankenstein, Wolfman, all these people, they want to copy Marvel because that's what everyone wants to do. Share universes now because that's where the money is, and so they want to put all these monsters together. Universal Monster Universe. It sounds really dumb. It sounds really dumb, but we'll see what happens with this. This is the jumping off point, but apparently I guess they tried to kick this off with Dracula Untold. I haven't seen that movie because I didn't care, but I heard it was bad. And then I guess, I don't know if I Frankenstein was a part of that, but I heard that movie's bad and I didn't see it. So apparently this Mommy movie with Tom Cruise is going to kick everything off. And it also has Russell Crowe in it, which is interesting because apparently, they're backing this. Universal is backing this 100%. They're like, we're putting good actors in here. Tom Cruise, Russell Crowe. I heard they're going to have Javier Bardem play Frankenstein's monster or something like that, which is cool. So they're really pushing this. They really want this to work. And watching these trailers, I'm like, it kind of works for me, but I'm not sure about this, man, because like just seeing the Mummy and it's like, oh, this is a remake of the Brendan Fraser stuff, but then even the Brendan Fraser stuff was a remake. But then this is like, feels like Edge of Tomorrow mixed with like an action movie mixed. I don't know. But it's got me intrigued though. I'm interested, but I'm not entirely sure about this. It Comes at Night. It Comes at Night, which is distributed by A24, and A24, that film division is just crushing it right now with movies, man. Ex Machina, The Witch, so many great movies that have come out. And then I think this is going to be another on their list. It Comes at Night. I remember seeing the poster for this, and it was just a dog staring off into the dark. And I was like, that looks interesting. And I saw the trailer for it, and I was like, it's got me curious. I don't know what's going on here. And I saw the second trailer, which I think gives away too much, but it still looks interesting. And it's got Joe Edgerton in it. He's a very good actor. And I don't know virtually anything about this movie, but I know that I'm intrigued because it's A24 and it's got Joe Edgerton in it and it's a mystery. And apparently it's a horror movie, which I love a good horror movie. I haven't seen that. There have been really good horror movies nowadays. Hopefully this is one of them. It Comes at Night. Can't wait. All Eyes on Me, the Tupac Shakur biopic. I cannot wait for this movie. I saw the teaser trailer for this, like, I think last year, and I was just immediately sucked in. Like, I'm such a huge Tupac fan. I love Tupac's music. I think he's one of the greatest still to this day, even though he's been dead for so long. I still think he's one of the greatest MCs because his vocals could visually describe the setting of a story for you. Like his musical style was I can say this. It's like he wasn't as lyrical, in my opinion. He wasn't as lyrical as Biggie. Like Biggie was a good storyteller and a lyricist. He could tell like a story to you about one particular day and him and his homies are hanging out and doing whatever. But then Tupac, he'll lay out some groundwork for you and be like, okay, here's this situation, and here's this problem, and here's how we need to solve this problem, and here's how I feel about it. I think Tupac was a good dynamic rapper, where Biggie was more of like, just laying out stories for you and stuff. And he had good dynamics too, but I think Tupac was more dynamic because he was so young and he got caught up into just so much stuff at like such a young age. And so that's why I'm excited about this Tupac biopic, because the man was so young and he got caught up in so much drama and so much stuff. His life is so interesting. And yeah, man, like this movie, I'm very excited about it. I'm glad they got the actor who played Biggie Smalls in the Notorious movie. I thought that movie was pretty good too. So I'm glad they got him back. But for continuity's sake, they should have had Anthony Mackie, man. They should have brought Anthony Mackie back. I'm just joking. They shouldn't have brought Anthony Mackie back. Even though I like Anthony Mackie as an actor, he was a horrible Tupac. This guy here, haven't seen the full movie, but from so far from the trailers, I think he looks good. Can't wait for this Tupac movie. It looks awesome. Cannot wait. It's my most anticipated movie of the summer. Then we have Cars 3. Cars 3. I don't care about Cars 3. I didn't see the first Cars movie. I didn't see the second Cars movie. And there ain't no way in hell I'm going to see Cars 3. Rough Night. Rough Night, starring one of, I think, the best actors in the world right now, Scarlett Johansson. Scarlett Johansson, I think, is like the top actor right now. Like, better than Jennifer Lawrence. She's the best as far as like female actors are concerned, I think. And so far for me though, she hasn't really been picking really good movies to star in. Like Ghost in the Shell, I saw bits and pieces of that, and that movie sucks so far to me from what I've seen. And Lucy, I saw that movie. That movie was just a huge disaster and a headache. The last good movie I have seen Scarlett Johansson in, where she was like the main character, was Under the Skin, which came out in 2014. Other than that, I mean, she really hasn't. I mean, she was in Her with Joaquin Phoenix, but she just played a voice in that. But to me, Scarlett Johansson is such a talent, man. She's wasting her talent with this stuff. But who knows? This movie might be good. I saw the trailer for this, and to me, it's just like, it does nothing for me. I'm not interested in this. It seems like one of those movies to where it's like, oh yeah, I'm hanging out at the house with my girlfriend and we're bored and just skimming through Netflix. Oh, it's on Netflix. Let's just watch it. We're drunk, we're drinking a little bit. Let's watch it. This movie would seem like, yeah, if you're with a friend and you want to get wasted and you want to watch this, yeah, fine. Have some fun with it. But to me, it's, nah, man, I'm not watching this. Transformers: The Last Knight. All the Transformers movies suck, man. The first one is garbage. I remember when I was younger and I first saw it, I saw it at the drive-thru. And I remember liking it. I watched it again recently and it sucks. It's horrible. The first one is garbage. The second one is garbage. The third one is garbage. The fourth one is a big headache. This one just looks bad. They all suck, to me. I don't like any of these Transformers movies. Every time I go to the theater or I watch them at home, I sit down, I get a big headache, I feel like my IQs went down, and it's just like, I want my life back. These Transformers movies are god-awful. I don't know how they're making so much money. They suck. I mean, yeah, visually, they're impressive because the robots look real, but then they mesh together and you don't know who's fighting who, and there's just random explosions, and that's it. And people screaming, and it's just, oh my god, it's too long, and I don't like the Transformers movies. I did go to a special fan event for an IMAX showing of this and saw like some quick scenes and like the new trailer, and I was like, yeah, it's nothing memorable to me. I don't care about this. The Beguiled. The Beguiled looks really good. It's got Colin Farrell in it, and it looks really interesting. It looks like it would be a nice surprise. Like I don't know what this movie's about, but I saw the trailer for it, and it looked really good. It's pretty interesting. It's got a lot of tension in there, a lot of like, oh, you don't know what's coming around the corner kind of stuff, and it looks really intriguing. I can't say much about it because I don't know anything about it, but from what I've seen so far, it looks really good, very promising. I think I will be checking out this movie. I think it might be one of my most anticipated movies because it looks really, really good. Baby Driver by Edgar Wright. Now, Edgar Wright is one of my favorite directors. He directed Shaun of the Dead, which is amazing, Scott Pilgrim versus the World, fantastic movie, and also The World's End, which was a nice surprise because at first I was like, I don't want to see this, but then I eventually watched it and I fell in love with it. Present. The World's End was a pleasant surprise for me, and so Baby Driver, I'm just excited for it. Like I've seen the trailers and I don't need to see anymore. Baby Driver looks good. It's got a good cast in it. The plot looks very interesting. I mean, it looks like, we've seen this before. Like, Getaway Driver has the boss, and the boss is like, yeah, the boss is like, yeah, you work for me, but then, like, you don't want to work for me anymore, so I'll kill your whole family, whatever. I don't know. But Baby Driver looks really good. I'm very interested in it. And I cannot wait for Baby Driver because it's by Edgar Wright. Edgar Wright can do no wrong so far. Everything I've seen from this man is fantastic. Baby Driver, I cannot wait for it to come out. It needs to come out faster. Can't get here fast enough. Despicable Me 3. I don't care. I don't care about Despicable Me 3. I saw the first one and I thought it was cute. It was a cute little movie. The girlfriend I was with at the time forced me to watch it. I watched it. I was like, oh, it's okay. I skipped the second one entirely. I didn't see the Minions movie because I don't care. I'm not into that stuff unless it's like Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph is good. And then Despicable Me 3, I don't care. I don't care. I'm not going to watch it. Um, yeah, I don't care. Amityville: The Awakening. This looks stupid. This looks so stupid. They've been trying to put this movie in the theater for like 2 or 3 years now, seriously. Because I remember watching a trailer for this, I think a year or two ago. And it's like, it's got Jennifer Jason Leigh in it. So I felt like they were trying to piggyback off of the success of Jennifer Jason Leigh. Because I remember when she came out with The Hateful Eight and she won an Academy Award for that. This movie was still being pitched to like come out for release, and it's it still hasn't come out yet. And I'm just like sitting there like, what the hell? It's like this is like Rings. This Amityville: The Awakening is like the Rings situation to me, where it's like they don't know when to release this thing. They know they have a turd on their hands, but they know they need to get it out there. And I guarantee there's so many Amityville movies out there. It's ridiculous, and they'll go straight to DVD. I don't know why this one can't. I don't know why they keep trying to release this in the theater. It probably won't even come out June 30th because it was supposed to come out like 2 years ago. This movie's 2 years old. It's been sitting on the shelf forever, and it looks stupid. And they're just trying to piggyback off of Jennifer Jason Leigh's success, but then we haven't heard from her since that Morgan movie, and it's like it's too late now. This looks really stupid. I'm not watching it.